Hi everybody!
Parental confession action.
For those of you who don't know, we do a segment called Parental Confessions where we talk all about being parents and the stuff that we need to confess and get off of our chests.
Absolutely. And my wife has put together this lovely spread for us to kind of have this is our like date night because our kids are actually in bed and we didn't want to get a babysitter for the third time this week or whatever.
We always get a nice little spread of goodies to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
We have wonderful drinks, whiskey, because everyone needs whiskey. I think our parental confession, should I just go for it?
Take it away.
My parental confession for the month of love is the fact that this good-looking man right here is my number one. I know that's kind of like some people get pissed off when I say that because I have two beautiful baby boys, but the way I see it is at some point in my life, those two baby boys are going to grow up and become men, and they're going to leave. And I'm going to have this man. So he's going to be my number one for always.
And hopefully they're not going to leave, but hopefully they will go away, experience life, college. And
well, they're going to grow up at some point.
They are going to grow up at some point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it is
sad.
No, it is good. I think when you, this is your show, but I'm just going to kind of chat away if you don't mind.
You're on the show, so you're good.
You know, I think the biggest thing is embracing the fact that you did choose that person first, right? And
yeah,
that
that's kind of what I meant
the
by
kids
that.
are like a byproduct of like what we have going on together, and then they're an extension. So yeah, just it is nice. It's really nice when you realize that and you put that focus back in it, not just because it's February and because it's close to Valentine's.
But that's a good segue.
Yeah, but it really should be like 365. Like
it should. Like all you people that only give love on Valentine's Day, like shame on you. Love all year round. Love is good.
Not shame on you. That's your choice. You can do what you want, but
love however you want to love people.
No.
But that kind of brings me into the whole thing that I wanted to talk about too. Is that just like what it takes to have a good relationship? I kind of wanted to share like 3 kind of helpful hints.
What are these? Sorry.
Oh my gosh, those are dried beets. I try to get somewhat healthy stuff, but we have
We're
chocolate.
living healthy on Facebook Live.
We have chocolate, we have cookies, pretzels with cheese. I mean, come on. We just have some dried dates and some, what do they call these things? Like the vegetable?
Veggie fries.
Aren't they veggie chips?
These are veggie chip fries.
Let us know what they're called, as I'm talking with my mouth full. One of the things that I think you need to do to have an excellent relationship, which I think you and I do all the time, is communicate. I know everybody says that, but like you honestly have to like communicate about everything.
Absolutely.
Part of it. Like,
absolutely.
There was this one time. Well, the hard things too, but even just like now that we have kids, like we have to communicate about the little day-to-day things. Like we were getting ready to leave. I think it was with your mom, and we were getting everything going, and Thomas and I literally had like probably a good 30 to 40 second conversation about the lamps and if we should have the lamps on or if we should have the light in the entranceway on, because we were leaving and we wanted to have a light. And it was funny, like she kind of chuckled at us thinking we were crazy, but I mean we just communicate about everything like that, and it seems silly, but it makes it so that when you do have to communicate about the hard stuff, you already kind of have like the motions of that communication going, so it just works well in your favor, I think.
And to that point too, is the reality is that, you know, the hard things are going to come up at times, right? And I think like a good way that we approach it, and I mean everybody's got to do it the way that they want, but a good way that we do is we try to target more so what the actual issue is and not the person. And that takes a lot, and sometimes, you know, emotions get involved and all that. But when you can step back and say, you know, it was this specific action that bothered me, just kind of helps out. And I hope
that's some good advice. That's kind of deep.
It's as deep as these veggie fries are. I'll tell you what.
Okay, we're moving on to number 2. What I think is important is to actually like, okay, this is going to get kind of funny, and I don't know how to like phrase this, but to really kiss, right? Like actually like when you're kissing the person, like be engaged. Like, I mean, we've been married 11 years. We've been together how many years? 15?
15 years.
No, 16.
16.
Yeah, we've been together 16 years. And I tell you, like when we start actually like, when I'm like, it's getting so personal.
There's a difference between just like becoming roommate mode and then like you kind of kiss and it's more like, it's like kind of robotic in the
Kiss
sense
like
it's
when
like
you were dating. You know what I mean? Like when you got into it and you enjoyed it and you
kiss me
actually...
like you mean it. I don't know.
You
That's
let us
probably
fly
not that.
away.
I think those are two different songs. But like,
It's okay. I kind of went
Yeah.
with it. But yeah, like I just think a lot of times like you get set in your routine, especially after having kids. Like you kind of get in that roommate mode. And I think when you can take a step back and like make a conscious decision to go and kiss that person and like be engaged and present in the kissing and actually like try to do a good job. You know what I mean? Like how you did when you
so
were
why
dating.
do you think that's important?
Because it keeps things nice and steamy. I just think it makes it so that you want to be more intimate with the person, and I think intimacy is very important in a marriage.
No.
Would you have any
No.
qualms, disagreements,
No, not at all.
arguments with that?
How could you disagree with having a good kiss, right? It's kind of like... I don't
I'm
know.
onto something there, people.
Yeah.
Oh wait, and then lastly, I think the third one, I mean I could go on forever, but I'm limiting it to 3. I think the third one is to be considerate of one another. So the other day we were going, it was like 6 o'clock at night, and we wanted a little pick-me-up, so we went and got coffee, and we had the boys, I think we were dropping them off to go out on a date. No, it was some, anyways, we were out and about. And we went and got coffee, and we decided just to get a small coffee and share it because it was like our 4th coffee for the day. So we go through the drive-thru because we have the boys, and he orders the coffee. He asks what I want, and I'm like, oh, I don't care, whatever. You know, I'm completely being indecisive. And for weeks, I had been getting this like pralines coffee, and he usually gets like the cinnamon, so I assumed he'd get the cinnamon coffee. But when he ordered the pralines, and I remember like I kind of got a little like at a girly moment where I was like, oh my gosh, he's like totally thinking of me, and it actually made me feel like we were dating again. So it was interesting because having him be considerate of me in that moment when it was something that he easily could have like just chosen the cinnamon and it would have been fine, no big deal, but it made me stop and think about how I can be more considerate of him and, you know, just the things that he likes and things that I can do for him in that way. So
Thinking about that, like taking 2 seconds and realizing that this other person needs you for more than just the friendship or more than just the affection or more than these other things. They really need to feel that you understand them. And
you get really deep.
I do. I get really deep. I'm Dr. Phil.
I'm trying to have fun with y'all.
I'm Dr. Philip on this live.
Know,
no,
totally.
but like you really like you care about their feelings. I mean, back to what you're saying, right? So, I mean, take that moment to not have a selfish moment in the drive-thru or whatever, and those little things to let your partner know that you're actually listening and you care about them and you care about them more than your instant gratification or pleasure in that moment, right?
Sure. Anyways, it's the month of love. I'm in love with love. I'm in love with this man. Oh my heart.
I'm in love with her. I'm in love with this pretzel.
I
I'm
didn't feel like you would like it.
I'm not in love with it, but I'm very grateful for it. It's nice.
But anyways, we just wanted to kind of give a little insight into our marriage and our relationship and what we do, what works for us. I'd love to hear what works for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Call us out if you think we're all full of bullshit.
Yeah. Hit us on that DM. Yeah, have fun. Man, have fun in life, right?
And in your relationship.
Good.
Like if you can't have fun with one another, gosh, I can't imagine. Like that's one thing we
Yeah.
laugh about everything.
It's just taking those few moments and just enjoying each other because it's important and it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, we love you.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks
Hit
for
us up.
tuning in. We appreciate it.
Okay.